What's going on, guys? Soldier Only here from Sports Nerd Web. Welcome to this edition of the Daily Dose. We're actually doing this on a Saturday, but it's just because we have kind of been flaking lately, and I just really wanted to get this one done. Because Homicidal Lou is joining me once again, and we're actually going to be discussing the Destiny 2 beta this time around. So first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm doing alright.
Alright, not
Thank
too
you
bad.
for having me on today's Daily Dose.
Yeah, anytime. So, I mean, me and you actually played the beta together for a little bit. We ran some of this. We ran the strike a couple times.
We did some strikes, we did some Crucible.
Yeah, and then a little bit of the PvP as well. So, what's some of the, like, your kind of like first impressions of it?
Wow, it was wild, I mean.
Right?
I had a bit of a disliking to the end of the story mission. Just
Right.
for the sheer fact of how depressing it became.
Exactly. I mean, it was good. I mean, just that one single story mission that we got in it, it was better than any kind of cinematic or any kind of story that we have in Destiny 1. And
yeah, it brought a new thing to it for definite.
yeah, and you can tell that they're really focusing on the story element this time around. And like you said, it kind of hits you in the feels, and it gets you really gets you really angry at Gaul. It really makes you want to beat the hell out of him. And they did a fabulous job of pulling you into the story. Like, it's got me really intrigued to see what happens after that point. Like, what happens right after that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a surprise. I did not expect Gold to actually take the light and end up kicking you off of the ship at the end, but you know, anything's possible when it comes to, you know, thoughts of what you can actually get into a game.
Exactly. And it's like, it makes you wonder, like, where do we go from there? You know, like, how, like like, we're literally just beaten, and just I don't think a Guardian can get any lower than that, you know, at that point, you know. So it's going to be crazy to see how the Guardians and how we pick ourselves back up after that.
Yeah, because one thing that we all know is you cannot survive in Destiny without light. So, one thing we're going to be finding out when, as soon as Destiny 2 comes out, which was going to be on September the 7th, but has been moved to September the 6th.
Yeah, September 6th now.
We'll be finding out how you get your light, or if there's any other source that you can get a hold of, because last time I checked, it changed from light to power, I believe.
Yeah.
So might see a different source of light
under
the name of said power.
Yeah, when you go to the objectives, instead of it saying like recommended light level, it says like recommended power, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you're seeing like some different wording in there and stuff. One thing I like about the beta is that, I mean, I saw some people kind of complaining, you know, that there wasn't enough content in there and all that, you know, but I mean, at the same point, I kind of wouldn't mind maybe a little bit more stuff here and there, but at the same time, I also don't want to see too much, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with just the one story mission. The one strike was fine, and that strike was good. Like, looking at just the strike by itself, like, I like that strike a lot. It was kind of roughly around the same length as strikes in Destiny 1, but it was huge. I mean, that planet on Nessus, it's crazy how big it feels around you, and you could tell that there's like, I mean you even did it a lot on some of those strikes where we were wandering. I mean, you were wandering off and kind of exploring it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get a sense of the scale of how big it is, and the boss fight at the end of that strike I liked a lot too, of when you went through the, what was that?
Atheon on steroids.
Atheon on steroids, right? Yeah, he was. And I liked how there was like the 3 different phases, and it was a neat concept, like how the ground gives way and you drop down. And the one thing I liked about that boss battle is that he actually moves and stuff. It wasn't like a lot of the fights in Destiny 1 is kind of, just he just stands there and and just bullet sponges. This one was a lot more dynamic, a lot more changing, and he was actually moving around. And at some points, it was actually a lot harder than a lot of boss battles in Destiny 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one strike on Destiny 1 I could relate to, the strike on Destiny 2, where it comes to moving around and actually being more moving, like, I can't think of the actual word in.
Being more mobile, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and that would have to be Malok.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah. And even then, he kind of just goes from side to side. He's either on that other side, he's either on one or the other of that other side. But to your point, yeah, that's the one that actually really moves a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't move a lot more than Procyon, because Procyon would go left, right, back, and then center.
Exactly.
The second phase of Procyon, you just stay in the center, but he has more of like a ability to do outside damage, such as set the floor on fire, like.
Yeah, when the floor would cause damage, so yeah, you'd have to jump up and kind of hover and.
Yeah, which made it more difficult, made it more interesting, because I don't believe we saw any of that on Destiny 1 besides the Court of Oryx. After you finish one of them things, then the floor just, turns incinerate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and to me, like, the beta did its job of hyping me up even more, you know what I mean? Like, I came out of it more hyped than I was going in. And I was super hyped going in, so in that aspect, it definitely did its job on that front. And then, like, as far as like issues, I mean, I did hear of some people every now and then kind of getting some like connectivity issues and some kind of error codes and stuff, but I honestly never saw one. I didn't have any kind of technical issues or anything like that, even though it was a beta.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see any either, besides the one Cabal floating glitch I found. And the only time I saw a connection error is when I went back to see what would happen if you tried going into the Destiny 2 beta after your time was up. And pretty much the servers for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 for Destiny 2 were shut down.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I think they're still up for PC.
They might be. I mean, just because the PC hasn't had their beta yet, which is going to be at some point in August. I don't think we've gotten the exact date yet.
Wait a minute, I did see somebody playing the Destiny 2 beta on PC.
Really?
A couple of days back, yeah. I mean, that was what confused me the most, because I've heard definitely that it was going to be around about sometime in August, but as soon as I saw somebody with a playing Destiny 2 under the name, I'm just like thinking, how? It isn't supposed to be out until August.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. I might have to look into that, see if I can find something on that. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Destiny 2 beta for PC should be coming out on battle.net.
Yeah.
If I'm right, so I can check that, because I got a battle.net account. I can check for definite if it's actually out right now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked it up or anything, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that it isn't, but because the last I heard is that like we still haven't gotten the exact date when it should be. I mean, a lot of people were kind of expecting it to be like the end of August at some point, so it still could be a couple weeks away.
I doubt it would be around about the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be around about close to when the official game to come out.
Well, the PC version though is coming out in October though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So September 6th is just the consoles. The PC version is October 24th, I think. I know it's the end of October. It's either the 24th or 27th, but I think I'm getting it mixed up because Assassin's Creed Origins is right around that same time, and I think Assassin's Creed is the 27th, and I think Destiny 2 is the October 24th for the PC version. So yeah. The PC version is coming out like a month and almost kind of around a month and a half later after the console versions. That's why they're having the beta later in August.
I would have thought that it would have been coming out late September. Just around about the end of September for PC.
Right.
Which is why I speculated it would be around about early August.
Yeah, I mean, it could even be like probably around the middle since, this one was right around the middle of this one, so it's possible that it could even be right there, maybe in the middle of August.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so what character did you main in Destiny 1? Wasn't it Warlock or?
Warlock all the way.
Warlock, and that's kind of what you were playing a lot in the beta, right?
Destiny 2 as well. Yeah.
All right. So what was like the subclasses you liked? Like what were you using a lot?
Dawnblade.
Dawnblade? Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Dawnblade was good.
It was amazing. I mean, I didn't get along with Sentinel or the pole dancing Hunter either, but Dawnblade was like, the new evolutionized version of the Wraithlayer sword.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it was really good, and I was looking forward to it a lot. I mean, like you were saying, you were talking about the Sentinel as well. I did play the Titan Sentinel a little bit. I don't think I used the strike. I don't think I did the Striker subclass at all on it. I think I did just the Sentinel the whole time.
The only secondary subclass I used on Destiny 2 was the Striker. And it is different. It is different, I'll give it that. They've set it so that you don't get just one slam for the Fist of Havoc. You could do multiple slams.
Right, it's a roaming one now.
Havoc when it comes to Destiny 2.
Right. Yeah, I like that they did that. I like that they turned that into a roamer.
Yeah. That's one thing I didn't see coming. I would have thought that they would have, kept it to the same but slightly more powerful and long ranged.
Right,
but
exactly, yeah.
That change was quite the change for Destiny 2. And if I'm going to be honest, I did enjoy it quite a lot.
Yeah, that just dawned on me that I never switched to it. When I did play Titan, I was the Sentinel the whole time, and I think same thing with Warlock. I don't think I ever did the Void Walker.
I didn't do the Void Walker either.
I mean, I saw some footage of some people using it, and that Nova Bomb looks crazy now. Everyone's calling it the Slova Bomb. Exactly. And me being a hunter main, I really did like the pole dancer. It was actually better than I was thinking it was going to be. I mean, I was looking forward to it, but I didn't really know what I was kind of expecting out of it.
Going to expect.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, I like how it's not like Blade Dancer to where you run and then you just hit R1 or R2 or whatever to attack, but this one, it actually has I can't remember what button you hit, but there's actually you have to actually hit that button to do that like tumbling dodge kind of roll move. And if you do that dodge roll move right into attack, I think it gives you like a bonus on that attack or something, some bonus damage or something, I think. So it takes some so it's a super that you can actually, with a little bit of practice and a little bit of time into it, you can actually you can actually get it going really good to where you're just flying across the level, and it actually lasted for kind of a while too. So it was a really fun super. I think I'll probably play the pole dancer quite a bit in the final game.
There's one thing I want to see what will happen. Because on Destiny 1, there was one exotic armor piece that would allow you to have one shot with the golden gun, but it would be extremely powerful.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would that do on Destiny 2? Because golden gun now has 6 shots. What would happen if you had that same armor piece and give that golden gun one shot? How powerful would it be?
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's exactly where I was going to go next too. Was the golden gun, gunslinger, right? Jesus, I can't think of the name right now.
Yes, this is Gunslinger.
Yeah, okay, see, so I love that subclass in Destiny 1. That was like the first subclass of Hunter that I really spent a ton of time on too. It was like my first main. And like you were saying, yeah, in Destiny 2, he has 6 shots now, but that super goes by way too fast. And
yeah, I mean, you have to have like an extreme pro in order to get all 6 shots hit.
You do. You really do. It goes by way too fast. So I don't know, to your point, like you were saying, maybe there will be like a exotic piece of armor that maybe like you said, maybe they'll have the same thing where it takes it to just 1 shot, or maybe I think it would be dope to see one that takes it down to maybe 3 shots, and then each one is
3 extremely powerful shots.
Exactly. Yeah, I would like that a little bit better.
Double powered.
Or maybe it's one that slows down the burn on it, but cuts it down to maybe like if it does give you like the 3 bonus shots, then it kind of slows down the burn on it a little bit, because it is way too fast. Well, that's true though, because if you're taking it down to 3, you don't need to slow down the burn really anyways, right? So just taking it down to 3 in its own should balance that out better.
Either double power on 3 or times 6 power on 1 shot.
Right.
Which will probably take Prothean down to like under half health. If you're like, said level 4 E power 400.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It would be like powered.
Yeah, and not only that,
unique on its own basis.
When I would use that golden gun on that strike boss, like it wouldn't do hardly any damage to it. Like not only were those 6 shots and it would just burn really fast, but it also seemed super nerfed too. Like they didn't seem that powerful.
They must have done something over the top in order for it to be like that. Because the golden gun we all know and loved in Destiny 1. That was a powerful son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
You could do a lot of damage to strike bosses and raid bosses even with that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had that single shot, you could take down the Oversoul in Crota's End with just that 1 shot.
Oh yeah, easily.
No problem at all.
Yeah, and one thing worth mentioning too, though, is this build too. This build that they use for the beta is like months old. It is like an older build. So, and of course it's a beta, so it's obviously not really reflective of what the final game's going to be like. So, I mean, even just during the time of the beta, there was one small update that did download. During the beta. It was a really small update. I'm not sure what it even really changed. I think it was just some kind of balancing. I don't think it was anything really too major. Or that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could have just been something like that.
Because that's why the extended days for the beta the consoles were full.
Exactly. And they did do that. Yeah, they did end up extending the beta into Tuesday is when it actually ended.
Yes, Tuesday last week.
Yeah. Did you, when they opened up the farm on Sunday, did you go in there?
Opened the what?
Because they opened up the farm, the social space, for an hour on Sunday.
No, I didn't even notice they put up a
Oh, I
social
thought.
space.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
thought you knew
missed
about
it.
it. Yeah,
I'm
I went
so
in
gone
there.
gutted right now.
Yeah, I went in there
I'm
and
gutted right now. I didn't get to see the social space. How good was it?
it was pretty dope looking. Like I love the art style and stuff. Like I mean I don't play games like offline. Like when I play I stream, you know what I mean? So you could
Yeah,
probably find it in one of my past streams. I
streams.
would have to find what. Well, it was
I've got to
Sunday.
have a
It
look at
was that
that.
Sunday. So, um,
Oh, I'm gutted now.
but I think
I
they.
really wanted to get a hold of that.
I was in there for a while too. I was messing around playing soccer and like or football as it should be called. You know what I mean? Like I hate how American football we don't even use our feet that often. You know. I don't know. Yeah,
But
that's a whole nother debate
kind
for a
of.
whole nother episode. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah,
they did really good on it. It's a pretty good size. I don't know. I almost don't want to like really. I want you to kind of like watch it and kind of experience it for yourself because it's kind of hard to explain, but they did an amazing job, and you can kind of see the new mantling in effect because I found out like you can jump up to something and if you get close enough to the ledge and you jump up, they'll pull themselves up. So it kind of has a new dynamic to like jumping and for any like jump puzzles and anything like that. So I was like jumping around, climbing the barns and stuff, and
yeah.
so I mean, and it's a really dope looking space. I mean, there's this one area where there's kind of like a dock in it, and it overlooks this like ocean
Yeah,
or big lake or ocean, something like that. But they did really good with it. I'm stoked for it.
yeah. I've got to take a look at that because that's one only detail that I've missed on Destiny 2 so far. Done everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen everything else. That's the only thing I haven't seen yet. So
Right.
I could either go into one of your past streams or even on YouTube to see that new social space because it's going to be all over YouTube for
Exactly.
definite.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to find it everywhere on there.
Yeah, where do you think I found that jukebox glitch from?
Oh
YouTube.
yeah. I like that little Easter egg they put in there.
Ooh, that's one thing we got to talk about as well. The jukebox glitch.
Mm-hmm.
That depressed me before goal.
Oh yeah, because that's like right at the
one thing
beginning.
that scared me. It's one thing that actually made me creeped out about the game because if those of you that did not experience the jukebox glitch, there's a song in Destiny 1 that is extremely rare to play in the jukebox, but it's also in Destiny 1 credits when you complete the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Destiny 2 as well, but it is slowed down at the Tyria part. Pretty much makes it sound like the jukebox is dying out, which technically we all know the story of that, like dying out and Speaker being kidnapped by Cabal. So
Exactly.
it gives it more of an effect of everything's dying out. We're going to lose a lot of stuff in Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the speaker, the what should we call it? Yeah, lights,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah, I like how they put that
It's
on.
all gone and you can't do nothing about it.
And then even if you noticed, when you get to that part where you're like in the main part of the tower, you could see the purple ball blown up on the stairs.
Yeah, deflated.
Yeah, deflated.
Just
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. Yeah.
It's all just dead.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
did
like
an
a
excellent job, like
ghost
visually
town now.
too. Mhm.
I mean, I think there's one thing I really want to see as a jukebox there in the new in the farm
Oh yeah, they have to have it
to
there.
give it more of the feeling of
Mhm.
hope.
Exactly. Yeah, they would have to have it there. All right, and then what I want to get into lastly before we wrap it up is kind of just some of the the PvP, like what you thought of the PvP stuff. I do like how they have it separated into the different playlists now. So now there's like the casual, quick play playlist, and then there's the more competitive, objective-based ones. Yeah, right.
Which Countdown? Oh my god.
I didn't play a whole ton of Countdown, but what I did play, I really did like it.
I played a bunch of Countdown.
But yeah, I mainly played a ton of Control. It's pretty much what I did most of the time on PvP.
You know, Control's the classic Destiny 1 game mode. There's one thing I did not like about Crucible.
What was that?
4v4s.
Okay, so you don't like the 4v4 change?
No, I prefer the 6v6s.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm kind of torn on that part because I think certain modes that 4v4 will work really well, but then there's going to be times, you know, like I like the 6s as well too. I did like the 6s in 1. One of the things I'm really bummed about is how there's no more Rumble. You know, there's no more free-for-all, which I liked that a lot in Destiny 1. When I was solo queuing, I liked doing free-for-alls.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that they don't have that. But I do like some parts about the 4v4, and then there's some parts that I kind of don't like about it as well. So.
Yeah. That's you know, everybody knows that Trials of Cyrus is no longer. It's changed to Trials of the Night.
Yeah, it's gonna be Trials of the 9 now, and even Trials is gonna be 4v4 as well.
Hopefully, they don't have 4v4 in Trials of the Night. Trials has always been a 3v3 thing. If
I'm pretty sure. I think Trials is gonna be 4v4 as well. I think I've heard that.
That's gonna frustrate me a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
It's always been a 3v3. You know, it's just gonna make it more, you know, easy for either one team or the other to win. Yeah,
I don't know what it was with the PvP this time around, but whatever they did, somehow it was like, I'm not that good at PvP, but somehow it made me seem like I was, you know, some great competitive player, which I'm not. So I don't know what it was.
You struggle a bit on PvPs on Destiny 1.
Yeah.
I would be the one to, you know, be at the tippy top of the list when it's me and you playing, but that changed in Destiny 2 where I was the one at the bottom and you was the one at the top.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was. I mean, I like one thing I'll say with the beta, it kind of covers the whole beta in general. I love the new weapon format, so how it's now like kinetic, energy, and power.
And then
so I like how you can have, so then that way, you know, you can even have like dual hand cannons, you know, and then, or maybe like an auto rifle and then a hand cannon and all that. So I really love like what they did with the weapon format. It encourages more weapon switching, you know, like I'm in Destiny 2 in that beta, I'm definitely switching weapons way more often than I do in Destiny 1.
Yeah, which is going to be a bit of a problem if you're going to have like something that has solar burn.
Right.
Or void burn, or arc burn, because you're only going to have them two elementals.
Right, yeah. So yeah, there's kinetic, which is all like regular kind of firing guns, and then there's the energy, which is all the elemental ones.
And
right.
The power,
and then you have power,
which is pretty much the heavy weapons.
Yeah.
Which they've added a new heavy weapon. Grenade launcher.
Yes, we got grenade launchers. I love the grenade launchers. I'm kind of bummed that they phased out the heavy machine guns, though. Like,
I think
they did.
That's just because it's a beta phase. I mean, I did get a machine gun.
I mean, there is like machine guns and stuff, but just like like an actual class, like the actual class of heavy machine guns, they said, I guess that's not going to be in Destiny 2. So I mean, but you know, you still have snipers and fusion rifles and now grenade launchers, rocket launchers still. One thing I saw a lot of people saying that a lot of people weren't really too pleased with sniper rifles being in that heavy. I think it's good for PvP, but I think PvE, I don't think snipers should be in that heavy.
I don't like it. I'll be the first person to say, well, I'd be the last, no, I wouldn't be the first or last person to say, I hate sniper rifles in a heavy, because it isn't supposed to be there.
Right. I mean, I see it, I see it, and I get it in PvP, but it's just, like in PvE, you know, like, I think you should be able to use your sniper, you know, like, as much as you want, and that is one thing that Bungie did receive loud and clear from the beta, is that heavy ammo was dropping way too rare, and I saw something online that Bungie acknowledged that, and it is going to be changed in the final version.
I wouldn't say that. I would say every type of ammo was dropping so damn rare.
Yeah, that's
true. First time I ran that strike,
yeah,
I was getting nearly any primary ammo, any kinetic ammo, any power ammo, or heavy ammo.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even really think about it until now. Yeah, on those strikes, I ran out of ammo like quite a few times on those strikes, which is really strange for like a shooter.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But of course, you know, it's a beta, and you know, a lot of that stuff is a lot of that's gonna be changed a lot. I did see something on YouTube or something about some kind of new class of Engrams called prestigious gear, and I guess they're white.
Well, prestigious is probably going to be higher than exotic. I'm taking it.
I'm thinking so, yeah. But they're white Engrams. So I'm sure you'll probably get them from probably like just specific activities, probably. Maybe like raids or something like that.
We had white engrams in Destiny 1 as well. They were the lowest ones there.
Oh, that's right. They were like white ranked weapons. But was the Engrams ever actually dropping though? Or because I remember seeing the weapons in the thing with just like white backgrounds. But I don't remember like actual white Engrams dropping though.
No, I think I think the white engrams were like the really white, blue, and bright blue ones in a colorblind setting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because I'd use the colorblind setting.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, like I thought the beta was great. I thought they did. I thought it went really well. I was very nervous that it was gonna end up kind of like at the beginning of when Rise of Iron first went live, and as soon as it went live, you know, Bungie's servers just took a crap, and then it took a couple hours for everybody to get into Rise of Iron. I was kind of hoping something like that wasn't gonna happen to the beta, so. I mean, I'm glad for the most part there wasn't really like a lot of, you know, like server issues or anything like that. Like I haven't really heard much of. I mean, like I said earlier, I did hear of some people having some issues here and there, but just kind of minor ones. But it wasn't anything too crazy, so I'm glad it went off somewhat without a hitch. So. Right. Alright, but yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of The Daily Dose. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, sub to the channel for more content, and if you want to be a part of these talks live, we have these Monday through Friday at the beginning of every stream at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time at twitch.tv/soldieronly. Be sure to drop Homicidal Lou a follow at twitch.tv/homicidallou743. I'll have the link to his channel in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.